This is one of the best ways ever to maximize your money during tax seasons. And I'm super passionate about this topic. My CPA just made my taxes zero, legally, of course. And for you watching this, as you're an employee or have a career, this will work for you. So, employee, entrepreneur, does not matter. This will help you so much maximize your money every single year and use what the rich and wealthy people do every single day for hundreds of years. Thanks for watching this video. This is one of the best ways to maximize your money during tax return season every single year moving forward, especially if you have a spouse, but if not, that's totally fine as well. And this works for entrepreneurs, employees, those with careers, and all in between. I'm so passionate about this strategy. My CPA helped us pay $0 in taxes, and my team done $1.5 billion in transactions over the past few years. And 2024 was my biggest year yet, personally, until this year at least. And it's crazy. It's all done legally as well, and you can do this for yourself too. Thanks for watching. My name is Jordan. I'm the founder of Elite Real Estate Group and also Elite Edge Podcast, more or less, or YouTube channel. We help you grow your life in all areas from business to career and, of course, real estate to have a lasting legacy for wealth. Now, I'm going to break down to you how to maximize your tax returns every single year. And again, if you have a spouse, even easier. If not, totally fine. And a lot of people, what they don't understand about taxes is that taxes are made by the rich, for the rich, and for the wealthy. If you understand that one concept alone, you will see the world differently. And then right now you're watching and saying, well, one, taxes are meant to be paid. How could you not do that? Do. I get it. I was the same exact way. I used to tell myself all the time that I gotta pay taxes. It's good for America. It's good for the people, and so forth. But the more I thought about it, was one, I said that because I was mad every year paying taxes for earning money while also employing people and making an impact inside of my community. But two, like my wife, she's like, this is crazy. I can't believe this is legal. Like, well, our CPA helped us do this. This is what he does for a living, me selling houses. When I just sold my house last week for one of my clients for $100K of asking price with 6+ offers, bidding wars going on. She probably thought it was crazy too, but it's my job. It's what I do. So like, it may seem out of the ordinary. It may seem far stretch or so forth, but it's actually happening every single day. There are people making millions and tens of millions of dollars a year paying no taxes, and there are people who have a career making six figures who get a massive refund back to them because of the way they set up their life. So number one, if you are watching right now and you don't have an LLC or a business, you should get one, even if you are an employee. Because here's the thing, you can have a little side business and actually do it because it has to be legal and legit. You need to have books, you need to have invoices. You gotta make sure you're actually trying to like make money through that business. However, when doing that, you are now allowed so many different tax strategies for reductions and for write-offs and so forth that you can now use for your business. So let's say you make $100,000 a year at your job, you work in tech, let's say you live in Austin, Texas, where I'm at right now. That's great. That means you probably paid around $20,000 to $30,000 in taxes that were taken out of your check every single month for the 12 months. Now, what normally happens is one of two things. Either one, you overpaid them, and you get a refund of $2,000, $5,000, $10,000, give or take at the end of the year, which is great. You made money in a way back to you. Or number two, you paid just enough money and you have now a zero balance. You move on with your life. You made $100K, you took home $80K, let's say easy math there, after taxes, which is amazing. But let's say you yourself, if you don't have a spouse, have an LLC. Or let's say that your wife or your husband has an LLC instead, because they're at home and maybe they work less than you do, or maybe they just love doing business. Either way, it's totally fine. They instead can, one, on a base level, just use the LLC itself, track their marketing, track their expenses, track their travel, and anything in between. And let's say all those add up for the whole year to be $10, $20, $30, $40,000 for that year for yourself. That means that you can potentially get back $10, $20,000+ instead on that tax returns, because now you can now use that as a joint account, or if you're single, for your taxes. But you still have a business and you'll still qualify for it. Now, this only works for people who have an LLC, has a business. So this is why it's so important to me that everyone should have businesses and everyone should have real estate. Of course, from real estate, it goes even deeper. Let's say instead you don't want to do a business because it's not your thing, too much work, you keep you too distracted. I get that too. I'm all about single focus. All I do is real estate. And if you want help buying and selling real estate in all 50 states and 24 countries, down below, link in the description. I break records every single time I'm selling houses for our clients, whether it's buying or selling. So happy helping in that regards as well. So single focus, I get. But let's say that when you or deciding how to save on taxes and doing businesses, LLC is not your thing, well, you should always have LLC because it's protection for yourself. But business itself is not your thing. What you can do instead, you can buy real estate. And you buy real estate, one, you can do a depreciation of properties to save on taxes that way. If you or your spouse are doing real estate for 2,000 hours a year, you can then write off way more, because now you're a real estate professional. So for me, since I'm a real estate agent, so my wife, we are real estate professionals through and through, because that's literally what we do every single day. I do way more than 2,000 hours a year. But let's just do easy math here. That means in a year, if you work 5.5 hours a day in real estate, you would then be considered a real estate professional. At that point, you get even more tax havens, more tax laws you can now use for your benefits, like a cost segregation. Meaning, in cost segregation, I can buy a property for $500,000. I can force depreciate 27.5 years of that property, and now I can write off $100,000, $200,000, probably around $100K off my taxes that year. And now you have an asset as well that makes you cash flow, will appreciate over time as well later on for you. That's one way to save on taxes too, or get a bigger refund when you are doing your taxes. Those are two big things. Now, the third one, which is a little more complicated in some degree, but if you have a good CPA, not that bad. You would then instead, let's say you have the same strategies, either real estate as your main asset to buy more properties as an investor. Again, I think as an employee or a career person, you should always have real estate anyways, because that has the highest return on your money. It beats the stock market, it beats gold, it beats bond over a 10, 20, 30-year experience. And of course, you're not buying for cash flow, you're buying for appreciation and wealth. That's the whole goal of real estate. And also, of course, taxes, which is the two biggest ones: appreciation and taxes and leverage. But with that being said, the third thing you can do out of scenario is you make your LLC into an S Corp. If you do an S Corp, this allows you even more tax strategy you can now use for yourself, and also more protections as well. One big one is a law called the Augusta Law, which allows you to lease out part of your house if you work at home to any amount of time throughout the year, to you use as an office for your business under 500 square feet. So for me, I use my office every single day, so I write off part of my house. However, this is a different kind of depreciation, because it is obviously writing off pieces of your property you already have for office spaces That's for anybody for LLCs. But the next one is for meetings. You have 14 days a year through the Augusta law that allows you to write off X amount of dollars based on the current going rate in your community. So let's say that for a 500 square foot place, it costs us, this easy math, $100, $1,000 per night. I could then theoretically say I leased out my property. You have to do this, be legit, be legitimate. 14 days, I kept meeting notes, what we talked about, what we did during those 14 days with myself and my team, or your spouse, if you have this, the two of you running a business together, that still counts, for those 14 days. And at the end of that, you can now invoice your business that $14,000 that you don't truly pay until afterwards, because it's going to be through a tax haven. And this allows you now to write off $14,000 in this example or higher. I've seen people do places like $10K a night because they have a really nice home. Crazy. That means automatically you save $14,000 off your taxes. So this is a few ways you can do it. Obviously, there are other ways as well, from like charitable donations. You have strategies from your S Corp, from LLCs. You have opportunities from doing write-offs if you're doing depreciation, or retirement contributions like 401ks, STBs, IRAs, self-directed IRAs. You also have like tax credits too, from like child tax, clean energy, list goes on. There are so many things you can do for yourself to really maximize your returns. And obviously, like as a career, if you're in a job, you can still use pretty much all of these by just setting up an LLC and having a part-time business on the side. And just know, like, I'm not telling you to like make the main business, the new one, the main business. Like, if you love your career, keep doing that. Just have the back side of it for taxes and for extra money. Or have your spouse do it instead for taxes and extra money. This allows you to have more wealth and keep more of your money. Because I'll be frank with you, like for me, I know a lot of people I'm friends with that will move to Dubai and Puerto Rico and Thailand, all these places to save on taxes. Because you live in Puerto Rico, you pay 4% taxes a year, as long as you those 6 months a year. If you do Dubai, it's 0% tax. If you do Thailand, it's also super low. And like I actually moved to Thailand or did a vacation there for 4.5 months, got a 5-year visa and everything, and then we left halfway got the visa. Because like, you know what? I like America. I love doing real estate. I come back to the States and do it personally instead of to my team of 100 agents that work for me. So my team's 100 agents that work for me across 20 states and different countries. But I didn't want to deal with that, and now with my CPA, who's not cheap by any means, I'm now saving way more money than I would have been able to anyways. So now my taxes are nothing, and I basically now use those money instead to grow my business, help my clients at a higher level, and so much more. And like for the return that you get for doing these strategies, and especially if you make a lot of money, it's insane. Like if I bought a piece of property, it would not give me the same return that I got from this investment from my CPA. Not even close. Like massive. Like I won't obviously display numbers here, my income and so forth, but like you can only imagine being a top agent in America. I make pretty good income. Like the taxes I had were pretty high. So like this is why I'm so passionate now about making this video for you super quickly. And obviously I'm not a financial planner, I'm not a CPA, I do real estate. So like you should obviously still talk to a CPA, get more information. If you want to talk to my CPA who's amazing, let me know down below. Just hashtag CPA and I will get you connected with my guy who's really, really good. But in all cases, like I really do think if you just leverage this system for yourself and deal with what rich and wealthy does. Because again, the tax laws that we have in America are made for rich and wealthy. Like at one point in time, to even like vote, you have to be a landowner. And I say it only because like it goes so far back into having wealth, having land, that why you understand why people with businesses and with real estate are the one that pay the least amount of taxes. Like Donald Trump, hate him or love him, paid $800 in taxes a few years ago, and he made like $1 billion. All thanks to him owning real estate and businesses. And again, you watch my channel, I don't care if you're an entrepreneur, if you're an investor, or if you have a career 9 to 5. Doesn't matter to me. I think these strategies can work for everybody, and we all should be using them. This is why my channel is all about helping the people, the business people, trying to make more money, have a better life, make a bigger impact with more legacy on our channel. So I hope this is helpful for you guys. If you like this video, make sure you tag a friend down below, give us a share, subscribe, and of course, if you want help with buying or selling real estate at the highest level, link in the description of first comment as well. How to call with me and my team, help you get your best results moving forward. I've saved clients over $300,000 before when buying houses, and made my clients over $150K before when selling houses. We're pretty good at what we do. But again, either way, I hope this is helpful for you. Have the best day yet, and I'll see you at the top. Thanks for being here.